The term throning, it's relatively new. It's gained popularity through social media among Gen Z.
Right, but the concept is not entirely new. So for centuries, people have sought relationships with partners of higher social, financial, and cultural status to improve their own standing. So what are the pros and cons of these relationships? Here to answer this question, our relationship expert, Dr. Shonda Craft, who generally explains Gen Z concepts to me and AJ that we know nothing about. I have not heard about throning. Can you just explain what we're talking about?
Yeah, so in general, this is a dating trend where somebody is dating a person who has a particular social status, and their visibility of being connected to this person amplifies their own status, their own influence, and particularly social media kind of fans the flames of this. So you're putting this person up on a pedestal. You're saying, look at me, look who I'm dating, look who I'm connected to, and doesn't that mean that I also must be important in some way? I'm reaping the benefits of this relationship.
Aha. So are there signals to know that I'm being throned? Is that the right throned? Is that the right,
terminology?
The right terminology? Am I being throned right now?
Yeah, I mean, the thing to remember is that, these are people who already have maybe a certain social status or a cultural status. And so they may be already aware that people want to be in relationships with them because of who they are. However, it's not always a high-powered person, right? So if you're seeing that somebody is constantly praising you, for example, for who you know or what your job is or the social connections that you have, but they're not really interested in who you are as a person, you may be being thrown.
Yeah, but you're right. It doesn't have to be like a famous athlete or a movie star. It could be anybody.
Yep, anybody. And sometimes people just make assumptions, right? Like you have a certain level of education or a certain job title. Perhaps you live in a certain neighborhood and you're, kind of around influential people. And so this idea that you are somebody important is important to me as a potential partner, not just because of what you've accomplished, but because of what I'm going to gain because I'm connected to you.
So, the term throning itself feels like it's a new concept, but this has been around for a while. So, is throning? It's not necessarily bad. It's not wrong, is it?
It's not necessarily wrong, right? I mean, this idea of marrying up or marrying well has been around for a really long time across a lot of different cultures. And so, I think as with most other types of relationships that we're in, if there's some sort of mutual understanding of why we are together, throning can work. So if both partners are actually invested in personal growth and development, for example, then, being with somebody who's of a higher status can boost your own self-confidence and boost your self-esteem and, give you new experiences. So as long as that other person that you're with recognizes, hey, I'm going to leverage who you are and what you know so that I can also grow as well. And that person is saying, yeah, that's okay. That's something I want to offer to you.
Okay, so if you're both on board with it,
then it's cool.
Yes. Yeah. And I mean, I think it's just important to remember that there has to be communication, right? Because if both partners aren't on board, or it's not really clear how long this relationship is going to last, emotional dissatisfaction can happen. And if you are looking for a genuine connection with someone, this is probably not going to be a long-term relationship because you're not going to get satisfaction in that way. Because again, it's about your status. It's about what you can offer, not who you are as a person.
Well, would the movie Pretty Woman be an example of throning?
Yeah, there's several examples throughout culture. I mean, pick a teen movie from the 90s, right? Early 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the idea of dating the most popular guy in high school to
16
improve
Candles.
your status. Yeah, I mean, so this has been around for a while. I think, again, what makes it a little bit unique is the social media aspect of it and that idea that there's this constant 24/7 seeking of influence and posting of influence for people.
It's changed everything, social media, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's a totally different relationship reboot. That's 20 relationship reboots. All right, Dr. Craft, thank you again for explaining Gen Zers to us. We appreciate it, as always.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have a great day.